about Git and GitHub, right? So these two things are different. Git and GitHub, I will talk both right now. So Git is important in the viewpoint of all the developers, programmers, and technology and IT people. Not just that, other people like analytics person, data base person. Everybody should know what is Git and GitHub. So Git, what is Git firstly? So Git is right, for example, if you are in a project, right, you're a developer, you're a programmer, and you're working on a project wherein you're writing some code to develop some feature. In, for example, website, there is one feature and you're working on that feature and you're writing code according to that feature. So last month, for example, you have written some code, and today you want to do some changes because you did some meeting with your business and they told we want these changes and we want this feature like this, so you have to make this change there, and this will affect last month which you have written code. So you can go back there last month, you can fetch that code and you can make the changes. So that, and this actually records your code and it keeps all your code. It can be set as a local repository, and which is in your computer. Okay, nobody else can look into that, only you can only check and keep. So that is Git, right, in your local repository which you are writing your code and everything. It keeps the record. Yeah, it keeps a record. So yes, so let us look. GitHub I will talk about later. Okay, first we will talk about Git. So from here you will have to download it, because Windows it doesn't have Git. So for Windows you have to download Git. And let's see here, it's written is a distributed version control system that tracks changes, which I'm talking about, right? It tracks changes in any set of computer files, usually used for coordinating work among programmers who are collaboratively developing source code during software development. Its goals include speed, data integrity, support, and distribution. Okay, and you download it from here. Okay, so it's open, free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects, and is easy to learn and everything is written. So this version control system, let us read version control system. Jira, I will also talk about Jira in some days down the line. This is good, which version control system I read. A version control system, version control from source control, is a practice of tracking. I told, right, tracking, recording, and managing changes to software code. Version control system are software tools that help software team manage changes to source code over time. As development environments have accelerated, version control system. Version control software keep tracks of every modification to the code in a special kind of database. Okay, so this is what a version control is, right? This you should keep in mind: tracking and managing changes to software code. And one more thing, when you are new, you should also go and read the documentation, and there are videos also. I have looked into it, you should also go and look into it. Version control, see, you don't have to go anywhere else, you can see here only. You can download it from here, you can read it about version control. See, version control, a system that records changes to a file or set of files over time, so that you can recall specific versions later, like you have written previous, so you can go back and read, and you can do a short history. Git. What is Git? Git in a nutshell. This is an important section to absorb what is Git and the fundamentals and how it works. Okay. Branching, GitHub, Git tools. Okay. So I have downloaded. Okay, so I have Git in my computer. I already have. Let me close this and I will open it again. And there are other documents to do interaction with this Git. There are some you have to write commands. Yes, some commands. It was not coming in my mind. So git commands which you use: git init, git add. It will initialize the project to use your git, and to whatever code changes you are doing. When you do git add, this is called period. Okay, not comma or dot, period. It stands for add all changes to be saved. It will add all the changes, everything: push origin, push pull request, push request log, everything. You can keep this, you can write it down or take the screenshot of this if you want. And there is also one which I have not written here, that is git help. Okay, when you are new, you can do like this. It is let me it is all you have to write git help. It will give all the comments. See, if you will git dash v, it will show the version. All the comments here it is written. Git v. So I'm using this version. It will show the version. When you first start using it, you can do all this. See, in it I have in here, right? Create an empty git repository, or if we already have, it will reinitialize an existing one. I already have one, so it will reinitialize when I will write in here. Sorry, my bad. To reinitialize existing git repository, and it is in this path. So I already have one, so that's why it's showing reinitializing. So work on the add. It will, if you write git add, it will add file content to the index. MV is to move or rename, restore, RS remove, everything. Branch, commit changes, pull request, push request. We also talk about pull request and push request. So what is this pull and push request? When people are new, they get confused, right? So for example, when you are you made the changes, right, and you want to put that changes. So what you will do, you will push, right? And you want whatever changes are there, you want to pull that and keep in your local repository. So that is pull request. So here I will talk about GitHub, right? So GitHub, when people use in real time, when they work, this is my GitHub. I think it already came. You have to log in, you have to sign up for GitHub firstly. I think it will come directly because I have already signed it and kept, that's why. So you have to sign up for GitHub. After you signing up, you have to create your profile, and then this will show I have these repositories in this. So GitHub is what? So GitHub, when you work in a real-time project, you're not only the one who are working, you're not only the one who is the programmer or developer working or writing the code. So for this main project, we have master branch, master project, and in that all the developers are there. So you pull all the code or that project in your local repository. You write the code and everything, and when your changes are done, right, you have to push all that code which you have changed, and you put in that your project. So like for example, you create a new project is there, right? Repository contains all project files, right? You create one new project and you name it here. Okay, a repository contains all project files. See, so in this, if you are working, for example, I work for food insecurity project, so all that food insecurity project files and everything is kept in this. If you repository, if you name it as food insecurity, okay, so in that everything, all the files, all the code changes and everything is kept in this repository for a particular project. So you understand now? When this developer is there, he will pull all this repository, all these codes, all these files in his own local repository, and he will see what is the code written, what is the project, and everything he will able to see. And according to project, if that person has a role to write some code for some feature, that role he is following in that project while working. Business said, you please write this code, right, in for this feature, and some other developers, your colleague might be asked to write some other code for some other feature. So you will download everything and you will work for your particular code and feature. So and you will and after writing it, you, and also this we have main or master branch. Let me show. I think then you will understand. Main, see, main, right? So main, in main, no developers in real time go and make changes directly in the main, right? They will do all the changes in their local machine, in their local computer, and after making the changes, they will submit or they will stage those codes in GitHub, right? So when that is called push request. So the owner of the main of the project, he will receive the request that these changes has been required for this particular code, and this so and so name of the developer has sent the push request, right? So there will be a meeting or some call will be there, and all the developers and everyone will look, and if this will work, this code will work, or this is good according to the business requirement, then it will be deployed. You can commit these changes in the main branch, in the main master branch. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so after these changes has been made in your main code, more main project, after then all the developers will do pull request. Pull request means they will download this new changes in their local repository, and they will work according to that. You will see here pull request. I don't have any pull request here. Actions, projects, everything. New pull request means for example, you are working for example this Facebook, right? You're uploading your video, you're uploading your picture, that is push. You are pushing your photo in that software, in that platform, social networking website. So GitHub is also a website for developers, wherein all the codes you write, you deploy, even while if you're looking for jobs, right? So you can give this GitHub link to them to see that what the codes you have written. Yes, I will show all my repositories. These are all my repositories. All the things you have to write in here, and you can download your file. So this is what GitHub is. Okay, well, all the developers, all the they meet. There is Git Bash, which I was talking about. So this is Git and GitHub. Okay, I hope you understand, right, what I'm talking about. Okay, so when you do staging, after all the things, this code is good and the business approves it, then you commit those changes, and you will work on this your new project, your project. And there is one more thing, and this terminal you have to find from here, problem output terminal. If you don't see this, then go to view and click this, it will show, and connect your Git. Why I'm doing this is to connect your visual code editor, this is your code editor, to your Git. You will also people also use PowerShell and CLI also. I'm using Git Bash. Now you can see here, right? Okay, so this I just wanted to show.